Yo, I'm often talking about how everyone should just go out and make a movie. Anyone who has any sort of story to tell, anyone who feels that the stories that interest them, that they see around them, aren't being shown on screen, they should just pick up a camera and throw themselves into it, because I love when a unique voice can be heard over the flaws and the technical errors that always occur in first feature films. But what I also love is when an indie film comes out swinging at the big boys, like this.
The sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home.
Blue Moon is a 2022 independent feature film produced by Media Arts Talent with a budget of around 17k and shot over a 3-year period. It's a semi-autobiographical yarn about a man, played by the film's writer-director Matthew Alson Thornberry, who travels to rural eastern Kentucky to deal with the death of his estranged father, where things get a little weird. From the atmospheric opening shots, you can tell that the 3 years to make this film weren't just due to lockdown. They were due to a director wanting to do it and do it right. He wanted to announce his rival in a big way, and boy did he.
This can't happen.
It did happen, Michael!
These shots really made me sit up and think, oh, we got a live one here. But it's not just about the shots. This isn't a YouTube video about how to make something cinematic. It needs to have all the other elements there as well, and it just does. For example, there's a constant threat of danger from the get-go, slowly ramped up by creative camera work and a screenplay that holds its cards very close to its chest. And also a Johnny Greenwood type atonal. I always think it's atonal, I don't think it actually is. It's just the word that makes sense to me in the head is that the score isn't there to signpost an emotion, it's there to sort of create a momentum or to drive us somewhere, and we're not sure where. It's the kind of score that I really adore myself, and having tried to ever replicate it, I'm aware of how difficult it is to get that sort of balance right, so great work, great work. But having said all that about this looking like a big feature film, as it progresses you start to remember that you're watching an indie film as it gets increasingly strange and unpredictable, and there's no save the cat in this script. This film is going where it wants to go, because despite its high quality production values, this is still a very personal story.
Do you want to know why?
I don't really want to say anything more about what would happen other than I love the preacher. There's something about those characters, that the preacher characters are always so interesting. I don't know why. As soon as they turn up, you think something's wrong. I don't know what that says about religion, but you think that, yeah, that guy's not right.
Oh, my dear fellows, we have with us tonight an unbeliever.
So Blue Moon, yeah, a mixture of mainstream production values with the sort of very personal touch of an indie film, all coming together under a fantastic score. It's one of the year's best so far, I would say. It took me somewhere I wasn't expecting to be taken. I'd definitely say that. My only gripe with it is that the occasional jarring moments of well, jarring for me, of very upbeat music, and I always feel the music that I talked about earlier, that's the atonal, whatever, I'm just going to call it that from now on, I'm not going to keep explaining it. But that music is it creates sort of an anxiety and an unease, and I think like for that to be relieved, the opposite of it has to be silence. It's not happy, because the opposite of happy would be sad. It would be overly sad music and then switching to happy music, which is something I've done in the past and I really don't like. But the sort of atonal stuff would be, I think would be more levelled out by something just calmer, even like ambient music, calmer or silence, I just think. But then, you know, they probably tried that and it didn't work. And I'm probably going to try it in my next film and it won't work and be like, oh, that's why. Anyway, that's just my thing. But it's also just a thing that I think when a film has that underlying darkness to it, I always want to take it away with me. I don't want it to be broken up by too much catharsis. I want to see a change of some sorts, but I want that darkness to still be there. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just weird. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Blue Moon is doing a festival run at the moment, but as always, if you subscribe and hang around, I'll fill you in on when it's widely available. We are Indie Means Independent. Please subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.